Donovan until later there. Oh gosh, I have to. What's this?
So James and I spent a lovely weekend celebrating our anniversary all weekend, and we had chick flick movies in the evenings. He let me watch some chick flicks, which I really like, and he doesn't mind them either, to be fair. And then we did some long walks and some coffee dates out in nature. We had some beautiful weather. Yeah, and it was all in all a really special weekend. Let's go straight to the woods. Yes, this is the woods.
So,
You're going to talk tech again, aren't you?
Yeah.
Ah, he always does that. Haven't had the coffee yet, babe.
Okay, babe.
Okay, babe.
You could see yourself just sitting there on my chair. I'm staring at you, you don't even notice. Should have told you straight away, you don't have to be afraid anymore. I know you haven't noticed.
All in all, I've had a really up and down week, to be honest. And I had a bit of a wobble on the Sunday as well, where I'll explain later what kind of happened then. But I think we're all going through some unusual and surprising things during these strangest of days. And even though I did have a little bit of a bumpy week, I thought I would share all the ups and downs with you anyway. It's just been that way this week, and that's okay. I've recharged my batteries out in nature with some really special times with James.
I can't go any further because there's a big spider's web.
I've also buried myself in my art journaling process this week, so I'll share that in this week's video as well. I basically journaled and hibernated my way back to my happy place.
You've just got to keep focused.
So I'm just having a little break from my art journaling. I like to do a little bit of journaling every week if I can. And I've done some writing and now I'm doing a little fairy. So yeah, I'll show you that in a minute. Anyway, just having a little cup of tea. So I thought I'd have a little cup of tea with you and check in. I'm having one of those days where you kind of feel a little bit anxious and you don't know why. So I've just messaged James and said, oh, I feel a little bit anxious and I might go home soon actually, I'm not sure. So I'm not sure what's going on, but anyway, it's just one of those things. We had a lovely anniversary weekend. We did lots of walks, long walks and coffee dates and things like that. And then yesterday we went into a little town and they were having a food festival. And at first I really enjoyed it and I loved the atmosphere and I was kind of soaking it in. And then without realising it, I started to feel really anxious and panicky. And so I think it was because, you know, I'm not used to being around loads and loads of people and it was really, really busy and sort of lots of people everywhere. So I kind of freaked out a little bit. And yeah, we came home. So I'm just noticing little things, you know, from the coming out of the lockdowns and things like that, the impact of that and how those things can creep up on us unexpectedly. But yeah, but it's not something I could have imagined happening a few years ago, if you know what I mean. So I don't know, I'm just being kind to myself and allowing myself to feel the way I feel and to go through it, sometimes needing to go home and escape from situations, and I'm allowing myself to do that. Anyway, I'm back in the studio today, as you can probably see. Talk about vloggers stating the obvious, and yeah, I've noticed I've been doing that recently, so sorry about that. It's one of those little vlogging things, I think, where you're giving a running commentary of things that you're showing anyway. I don't know, I do that anyway. James has always said to me that I always sort of give a running commentary of what I'm doing, especially when we were living in the van and motorbike, sorry. And then he'd say, why are you giving a running commentary of what you're doing? And I'd be like, oh, I don't really know why. I just was. So I've been back a whole week and I still haven't resorted my plants out and put them in situ. And that is partly because I have been a bit of a lazy bones. So I've been watering them and things like that, but they don't actually live where they're sitting at the moment. And the reason they're over there is because they're my thirsty, shade-loving plants, if you like. So when I left them for the week, I wanted them to be in the coolest part of the room so that they didn't dehydrate as quickly and get too much light, etc. But I do need to sort my room out a bit, as per usual. I don't think I'm going to do it today, though. I think I'm going to carry on with my journaling. And James is going to come in a little while and pack up all the shop orders, because we've had loads and loads of orders since we reopened our shop last week. So if you've ordered from our little shop, thank you very much for supporting us. We'll be shipping those out today. And yeah, that's kind of what's going on today in the unexpected studio. So good morning. I'm still a bit sleepy this morning because I'm not quite awake. I kind of got up and then came straight to the studio. I like to be in a little bit earlier than I have been recently, and I think I'm the kind of person that if I get on with tasks straight away in the morning and not procrastinate too much, I tend to get a lot more done. And so that's most important for me in the beginning of my week. Tomorrow, I'm a little bit nervous actually because I've got a dental appointment and I haven't been to the dentist since even way before lockdown 1 started. And so I'm not sure I'm going to be able to concentrate on much else apart from getting the dentist done tomorrow. I'm a bit of a wimp with the dentist, and yeah, it's just that whole thing of something I haven't done for ages. So yeah, it feels really weird to be doing anything, if you like, that we haven't done for ages. I don't know. Lockdown anxiety, eh? Cheers to you if you're having your morning drink or evening drink or any kind of drink, depending on where in the world and what time it is with you. So apart from talking to you a little bit, I'm going to finish my art journaling pages for this week's video. And I've not really got loads more to do on it. I did quite a lot on it yesterday, but I just want to make some finishing touches on there and record that, film all that, and then I can give James the footage for editing. And he's really excited because we're trialling a vlogging camera this weekend, and I think it's arriving today by courier or something. And basically we've hired it for no cost to try it out because James wants to see how I get on with a real camera, if you like. I'm not really a camera person, so sorry James and Jazzy, because my partner and my daughter are really into their cameras, but I'm just not. So I've been using my phone to film since I started this YouTube channel, and it works really, really well. I mean, phones do all sorts of stuff, don't they, these days? But James thinks I can get some nicer kind of shots and also some enjoyment out of having a proper camera that I can't get with the phone. And so James thought it'd be a good idea for me to actually have a play with a proper camera and see how I get on with it. Now, I could play with his camera, but I don't want anything so technical as his. I just want a point and shoot, really, basically. So that's what I'm going to see, if I can get my head round some of the things it does without getting too complicated, if you know what I mean. But it's really good that they're able to send me one to try out for free. I think James has had to put quite a big deposit down to actually have the hiring, but then you get all that money back. And so if I really like the camera, I can then invest in one or not. And it's not going to be one of those things that I regret buying, because obviously it's quite a big purchase. Anyway, I think I'm going to continue waking up now and see if I can bring myself around and then do some artwork. So I've just finished recording now this art journaling page for this month, and yeah, done a little wishing fairy and I made a little miniature wish book, and also this page here, Go With Flow, which is from some words that James left me on my table. So there she is, and that will be up on Saturday. So for you, that's tomorrow. And it's the £1, yeah, it's the £1 tier to join in with our art journaling prompt. And then if you want the video as well, it's the £5 tier. And then, yeah, I'll continue to share what I do as the month goes on. So now I think I need to have a bit of a tidy up, because I've got quite a lot of things going on in the Oval Office, as you can see. I even had a little spillage as well, so I've got to, yeah, make sure everything's dry under the board. And yeah, I'm thinking of painting this white, because I think it'll help with filming. So I might do that as well. Anyway, I've done that for the day, so that's really good. So I don't have to come in tomorrow if I don't want to after the dentist. But if I want to, I can. But I'm not pressured to, because I've done that bit. And it means James can get on with the editing as well, and then that'll definitely go up on time. I really like the glitter I added at the end. That's just drying now. So yeah, you've got to have a bit of glitter on there for the fairies.
White lace on the outside, satin pillows on the inside, spinning gears of gold.